It was good.
I did a gig for Mojo magazine.
So it's like a poor man's
big,
Disney.
You know, pop magazine.
Sort of place you might send a child who's dying of something that
it
isn't
all
that
went well. I was doing
serious.
their award show for them. They invited me on and said, yeah, will you do our
My
awards? I said,
absolute
my
favourite
pleasure.
Christian organisation of all time. It's called Christians
Against
Against Awards. Now,
Teenage
just doing sort of 10-minute
Pregnancies.
stand-up to begin with. I told a
That's
slightly
the Everest of
anti-American joke,
hypocrisy, isn't it?
If Jesus taught us
I said,
nothing
of course,
else,
in
he
Britain,
taught
we've
us
got
that
to
the
eat as much
unwanted
as you
babies
like
of teenage
restaurants,
mums
whereas
can
in
turn out
America,
all right.
you've got to eat as much as you can.
You've added that important ingredient, competition.
Because
Not only
quite
could you be
understand
enjoying
that.
a delicious meal, you'd be beating your
Do
personal
you know who the
best.
protagonist is?
Jesus.
The necessity for
Three
3
pockets on the back of your jeans, you
must have heard
him.
him. King of the Jews.
And a voice from the
Best
back
you
of the
ever.
room shouted, "Fuck off!" He could walk on water.
I presume you're American, are you?
Walk on water. His mum probably just
He said
exaggerated.
yes.
He's probably very good on
Think
ice
of it as friendly fire.
I shall tell you a story about something else that happened because I'm a little bit on telly now, and people phone up and they ask, "Is anyone married?
you to do
Who's
interesting
married?"
things.
I was asked about 3 years ago to write a journalistic piece for the first What's the
time.
longest someone's
I was
been
really
married?
excited. Sunday paper phoned up. They said, "Would you like to write a piece for us?" I immediately
2
agreed.
days?
And as the conversation went on, it
Who's been
transpired it was a
married for
piece
2
for the
days?
motoring section called
You got married
My
on-
First Crash.
On Friday? Well,
I think I would have said no, but I'd already
congratulations.
said yes earlier in the conversation. So, what do you do? I said, yeah, okay, fine. And in the end, I was quite pleased with what I wrote. I wrote about sort of, 250 words on
is she
My First
pregnant,
Crash.
or is this a proper one?
I said, well, what happened was I went on a driving holiday.
Sorry?
Flew into Barcelona, rented a car.
You
went
already
around
have a
Spain,
child?
Portugal,
And
France.
now you got
just
married?
staying in sort of 3-star hotels
Get
and
out.
B&Bs and just kind of hanging around. Yeah? And the idea was we would end up driving
Get
back
out
to
of
Paris,
my
get the
house.
Eurostar. Go first
Well,
class.
that's a lovely thing.
It only
Oh, well,
just opened, so it's
congratulations.
quite an
Thanks for
exciting
coming.
thing.
Wow.
We slightly mistimed
You know,
it.
you've married
so
that
we're
guy,
kind of
he looks
late
like a
getting
great
back into
guy,
Paris.
it's
This is the
amazing.
days
Clearly, he
before,
set the bar pretty low early on.
So we put maps
Where are we
out,
going on
trying to
our
work out
honeymoon?
how
We're going to see
Paris
Jimmy
is,
Carr live.
It's a complicated city to get around. It's late at night.
Well done.
Just, we got cut up by
you know,
loads of
good
guys on
luck with it.
scooters, just
Is
in
what
an
I'm saying.
underpass.
Good
We
luck.
just clipped them
Because
up.
we all know a third of marriages end in divorce. A third of marriages end in divorce.
You're sniggering.
And they're the lucky ones, the others are dying.
What's your name?
I'd rather go to jail than get married. I have thought this through, by the way. I'd rather go to jail than get married. But, if you murder someone, that's the worst thing you can do. You
Move
murder someone, you
along.
get a life sentence. You're out 12
What are you
years.
saying,
Hey,
Vicky?
Dance for me, monkey boy.
What's this? Why choose that?
In your average marriage, as opposed to prison, there is
See your
significantly
fella?
less anal sex. See if you think this is romantic.
What do you
Really,
mean?
I'm
He's
asking
either
the
your
ladies.
fella or
Do you
he
think
isn't.
this is romantic? Is
I've
he
got
your
a friend,
fella?
She's getting married at the end of the summer, and her fiancé has designed the wedding ring. It's quite a talented artist.
Sorry, she's
Picked out the
saying
diamonds
yes.
when he was down in Southampton. He's quite a talented
And
artist.
you're
He's done
saying
sketches.
no, and
Taken
you're
him to a
just
jeweler in
you've gone
Hampton,
really
he's put the
red
whole
and
project
you
together
look really
for him.
embarrassed.
That's romantic, isn't it, ladies?
I think it almost makes up for that.
He's clearly married and homosexual.
She's going to have an amazing ring, not much of a wedding ring. Oh! I see how very
I
modern.
imagine it'll be something along the lines of
How very 2005. So you're not going out with each
I'm
other,
just
but
gonna
you
walk the
are
dog in the
fuck buddies. That is
We don't have
fantastic.
a
Can we just all take a moment to congratulate that man? You look like some kind of surfer dude. What's your name? A lot of work has gone into that.
Where are you from,
A lot
John?
of work has gone into that. He's had to buy a Cosmopolitan for a couple of years. Sorry?
John, do you know the difference
And they'll know
between
you were
a
a
British
hustler.
soldier and an Iraqi soldier?
The great thing about that is that he's convinced you that you don't need a relationship. It's so old-fashioned. I should be able to
You're
sleep
a
with whoever I
college
want to
professor
sleep with.
on vacation.
And so should you, as long as it's just
sounds like
me.
a setup for a movie.
When I say with hilarious consequences.
I wouldn't want to share
Neither
it
my
with you.
absolute favourite Christian organisation of all time. I saw a thing on TV the other day. Actually, it was on one of these kind of makeover shows that were on during the
That's
day.
the Everest of
They
hypocrisy,
did a
isn't it?
makeover on a girl.
If Jesus
She was
taught us
34
nothing else,
stone.
he taught us that the unwanted babies of
Like
teenage mums
rearranging
can
the
turn
deck
out
chairs on
all
the
right.
Titanic. I say a makeover, they give her a fringe.
You look as if you didn't quite
Is that really going to
understand
turn a corner for a girl like that?
Do
That's
you know
what
who
I'm
the
asking.
protagonist is? I don't think
Jesus.
it will.
Born at Christmas or Easter.
I can't imagine a scenario where a guy, is
King of the
drinking
Jews.
in a bar, he looks
Best you
across, he sees a girl, she's 34 stone, be tough to miss her, let's
Walk
face
on
it.
water. He thinks to himself, she's a little bit big for me.
His mum probably just exaggerated. He probably goes back to his
Very
drink.
good on
Meanwhile,
ice
the
skates.
makeover team are in. Snip, snip, snip. I shall,
He looks back,
he
he thinks
thinks actually I would. something else that happened because I'm a little bit on telly now. And
It's the excuses that get me.
They ask you to do interesting things. I was asked about 3 years ago to write a journalistic piece for the first time. I was really excited. Sunday paper phone up. I said, would you like to write a piece? You're looking slightly disappointed. I immediately agreed. And there's a conversation went on. It transpired it was a piece for the motoring section. I like the fact that you two look incredibly rock and roll in a sea of... I would have said no, but I'd already said yes earlier in the conversation. So, what do you do?
Sort of place you might send a child who's dying of something that isn't
and in the
that
end, I was quite
serious.
pleased with what I wrote. I wrote about sort of, 250 words on my first
My absolute favourite Christian organisation of all time
was. I went on a
Christians
driving holiday,
against teenage
flew into
pregnancies.
Barcelona, rented a car, went round
Everest
Spain,
of hypocrisy,
Portugal,
isn't it?
France.
Just
if
staying
Jesus
sort of
taught us nothing else, he taught us B&Bs and just kind of hanging around can turn out all right. And the idea was we would end up driving back to Paris, getting Euros smuggled. Go first class. If you didn't quite understand, it only just opened, so it's quite an exciting thing.
Do you know who the protagonist is?
We slightly mistimed it. Jesus. So we're kind of late getting back into Paris. This is the days before, King of the Jews. So we've got maps out, we're trying to work out how Paris is, trying to... Walk on water. It's a complicated city to get round.
Well, he probably couldn't walk on water.
It's late
His
at night.
mum probably just exaggerated.
We got cut up by loads of guys on scooters just in an underpass and just clipped them out. I shall tell you a story. About something else that happened because I'm a little bit on telly now, and people phone up and they ask you to do interesting things. I was asked about 3 years ago to write a journalistic piece for the first time. I was really excited. Sunday paper phoned up and said, would you like to write a piece for us? I immediately agreed. And there's a conversation went on. It transpired it was a piece for the motoring section called My First Crash.
What are you saying, Vicky? Dance for me, monkey boy?
I think I would have said no, but I'd already said yes earlier in the conversation. So, what do you do? Is he your fella? I said, yeah, okay, fine. And in the end, I was quite pleased with what I wrote. I wrote about 250 words on my first crash.
Well, what do you mean? He's either your fella or he isn't. Is he your fella?
Flew into Barcelona, rented a car, went around Spain, Portugal, France, just staying in sort of three-star hotels and B&Bs and just hanging out.
And you're saying no, and you're just you've gone really red and
you would end up
really
driving back
embarrassed.
to Paris, get the Euro smuggled. Go first class, be quite excited. It only just opened, so it's quite an exciting thing. We slightly mistimed it, so we're kind of late getting back into Paris. This is the days before, sat nav. So we've got maps out, we're trying to work out how Paris is.
I see how very modern.
It's a complicated city to get
How
around.
very 2005. So you're not going out with each other, but you are fuck buddies.
We got cut up by loads of guys on scooters just in an underpass. We just clipped them out.
Can we just all take a moment to, congratulate that man?
You're sniggering. What's your name? Ron Baby.
A lot of work has gone into that. A lot of work has gone into that. He's had to buy a Cosmopolitan for a couple of years. Sorry?
And they'll know that you're a dead little hussy.
Move along? What are you saying, Vicky? Dance for me, monkey boy?
Is he your fella?
The great thing about that is that he's convinced you that, we don't need a relationship. It's so... What do you mean? He's either your fella or he isn't. Is he your fella? I should be able to sleep with whoever I want to sleep with. And so should you, as long as it's just me. Sorry, she's saying yes. When I say. And you're saying no, and you've gone really red and you look really embarrassed.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of jokes. It's not every day I get to talk to this lad. Come on.
I see how very modern. I don't know where the mark is until I overstep. So you're not going out to my...
You are buddies.
You just did.
That is fantastic. Can we just all take a moment to congratulate that man there?
For those of you that didn't see that, it'll be on the DVD. Available at all good car booths. A lot of work has gone into that. A lot of work has gone into that. He's had to buy a Cosmopolitan for a couple of years.
Slag at the show. That's not good in anyone's book, and I apologise for that unreservedly.
And they'll know
but did you really need to do that?
God bless you.
Swimming is good for you. Especially good for you.
The great thing about that is that he's convinced you that you don't need a relationship.
Not only do you get a cardiovascular workout,
it's so old-fashioned. I should be able to sleep with whoever I want to sleep with. And so should you,
as long as it's just me. You shouldn't eat before you go swimming.
When I say...
I said, you look fat.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of jokes. Amy Shagger. You might think
not every day I get to talk. She doesn't like it.
Come on.
Well, I'll tell you why I've asked you all to come this evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to talk to you about men that like
I don't know where the
women.
mark is until I overstep it. That's mine.
I'm not talking about men that like women with a fuller figure. That
you
seems
just
entirely
did.
normal, more cushion for the pushing, as I believe people say.
I think that's the expression.
For those of you that
I'm talking about men that like women who are it'll be on the DVD.
The house
Available at all good car
So,
booths.
I'm not talking about anyone in here this evening.
Vicky's
in order to
response
get
to
out,
that-
someone had to cut the side of the
Yeah,
house
she's
off,
been called a snake.
and there was some sort
That's
of
not
winch
good in
involved.
anyone's book, and I apologise for that
I'm not talking
unreservedly.
about people
But
with
did you
water
really need to
retention.
do that?
I'm talking about people with cake retention.
People that tell you they've got a thyroid problem. God bless you.
You say, oh really, a thyroid problem? What
Swimming's
do you
good
take
for
for
you.
that?
Pies. Not only do you get
kind of girl that looks as if she makes a
workout,
cracking
you also
breakfast.
don't die. You wouldn't want to share it with them. 2 tips.
I saw a thing on
to my
TV the
girlfriend,
other
I
day,
said,
actually. It was on
you
one of these
shouldn't
kind of
eat before you go
makeover
swimming.
shows
She
that are
said,
on during
why?
the day.
I said, you look
They
fat.
did a makeover on a girl. She was 34 stone. It's like rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic.
I've got a friend whose nickname is
I say a
Shagger.
makeover, they gave her a fringe.
You might think, that's pretty cool.
She doesn't like
Is
it.
that really going to turn the corner for a girl like that? That's what I'm asking. I don't think it will. Well, I
Can't
tell you
imagine
what,
a scenario where a guy,
you know,
ladies
is
and
drinking.
gentlemen, I'd like to
in a
talk to
bar,
you
he looks
about men that
across,
like obese
he sees a
women.
girl, she's 34 stone. It'd be tough to miss her.
I'm
let's
not
face
talking
it.
about men that like women with a fuller figure. That
He thinks to
seems
himself,
entirely
she's a little
normal,
bit big
natural
for
and
me.
right. More cushion
For the
goes
pushing.
back to his
I
drink.
think
Meanwhile,
people-
the makeover to women.
I think that's the expression. No, I'm talking about men that like women who are.
He looks back, he thinks
can't
actually
keep the
I
house
would.
fat.
So, I'm not talking about anyone in here this evening.
It's the excuses
Unless
that get
in order
me.
to get out,
The
someone had to
excuses
cut
are
the side of
amazing.
the house
The camera
off.
adds 10 pounds.
And there was some
Stop
sort of winch
eating fucking
involved.
cameras.
I'm not talking about people with water retention. I'm talking
You're
about
looking
people with
slightly
cake
disapproving
retention.
there. You're right. People that tell you they've got a thyroid problem. I like the fact that you two
You say,
are
oh, really, a
incredibly
thyroid
rock and
problem?
roll.
What are you taking for that?
In a sea of